Hello guys, welcome to another week. Okay, so in this week we'll take you to some few pairs that we're looking for to give us more opportunities in the market to trade. Okay, so we have US30 on our watch list. We have US30 on our watch list. So we can see here US30 here moving nicely. Now you can see all these sessions looking that we are seeing now is what our continuation phase to what push to the downside. Okay, so previously in our sessions we have these high value areas in the market. Now we mark on what US30. We have these high value areas in the market. Now we mark on US30. So we will be looking at what will happen next. So let's go and look at further high value areas. So as we start, we mark out what are high value areas in the market. So we have this session as well, this structure here, or this structure high here, as what our high value in the market on what US30. So we can see what price is kind of moving nicely to this side to give us an opportunity to what enter and what move to the downside. So let's go to the 4H. Let's go to the 4H and let's see what's happening on the 4H. So on the 4H, we have marked out what these are high value area in the market. Knowing the direction of the trend, we have what these are impulsive phase. We are looking for this continuation phase to what move to the downside. So you have this our nice sessions here. We have these are nice two touches below. If we have our trend line here, we have these two touches here. We have these two touches here. So this is currently what we are seeing on what US30. So we are saying that what we can have another push moving to this session, forming this double top formation here, pushing down. That's one way we are looking on what US30. And there's another way to that we'll be looking at here. With how price is moving in this session, we can have the same moving, extending up a little bit. We have price what giving us what a clear breakout, and then move to the downside. Okay, so that's one way to be looking at what US30, or either we'll have US30 impulsing up, giving us what this nice continuation impulsing to this session, giving us what our 1, 2, 3 touch, finally what moving to what the downside. That's one way that what we can be also be looking at what US30. Always be neutral in the market, and what you have a peace of mind. That's one thing you should always know. Don't be facing one direction. So these are what the high value areas in the market that what we'll be looking for. If we have a push up with momentum like this, then the next thing we'll be looking for more continuation pattern to move to this session. Not forgetting to what we have this high value area here. So if that what will happen, you'll have US30 moving to this session here, forming this session, this rejection here, then we're finally committing to the downside. Okay, so let's see and keep our eyes open, and let's see how US30 will give us more opportunities on it. But let's go to the 1H and have a quick view of some things. So as we are in 1H here, you can see here we can draw in our nice session here. So in this our nice session, let me zoom out a little bit so that you can see clearly. I have this our nice session here. So we have this our nice session here. What we have all this session giving us what? So this is what our first impulse. We have this nice running channel, impulse up again. So we have our what another touch below. So our impulse giving us what this deep correction as a continuous pattern and what moving up again. So we are looking for what nice momentum up. So within it, what we have what this session here. If we draw a nice trend line, we have this and this are the touches. Here we have this and this here. Okay, we have this and this here. Okay, so there's one thing for sure that what as we've been training the market, when markets give us those deeper correction, it tends to form what. So we have market pushing up, giving us what deeper correction, we have it what moving to what to the downside. We have market pushing up, giving us what deeper correction this way, deeper correction this way, we tend to what move, we tend to what? Move to what? Break to what? The downside. That's one thing for sure that we know on how market moves. So we can see what we have this correction, deeper correction here as a continuation pattern, and what price is currently moving up. Moving up. So we'll be looking at how prices what move within it. So when we zoom in a little bit, so we can move this trend line here, and then when we come here, we can see what we have what? Our impulsive phase, we have what? A continuation phase, we have our impulsive phase, then what we are having this currently, this nice continuation phase to what? Push to this side. Okay, push to this side. So one thing that for sure we'll be looking at, that we'll see how we get more momentum in the market to push to this side, and looking for another continuation pattern to give us more momentum this side. But the only way that we can be so sure, if maybe we will not get that break, move, continuation, break, move. And let's see how, if USD will push with momentum to this side. So when push with momentum to this side, then one thing for sure, we look for another continuation pattern to move to the upside, to give us what? This first touch, second touch, third touch, and what? Coming to the downside. So this is one way too that I'll be looking on what? USD. Not to forget to, there are other scenarios that might also play out. That's nice scenario to play out. So for sure, let's look at and see what if USD will move correctively, even though this is what our impulsive phase. When you compare it to this, phase here, is that there's a difference inside there. So there's more momentum in this phase more than this. Okay. So one thing that we'll be looking at, if we can get another extension this way, moving here nicely, giving us this a nice double top, and what this arcing nature, and with this nice ascending, will give us what? More confidence that what USD might what? Give us a nice trading opportunities in this level to look for what? Short-term what? Sales. Okay, doing a short-term sales. So I'll keep you guys posted on any new development that have happened on what? USD. Okay, I'll keep you guys posted on any new development that happened on USD. So let's look at gold. Let's look at what? Gold. Let's look at gold. So we have gold giving us what? This nice structure here, giving us what? This nice structure here. This one of the beautiful sectors that we'll be trading over and over again. Okay, so within that was what? In Friday, my team and I have some nice trading opportunity on what? I think I have some nice trading opportunity on what? On gold. Okay, so we have gold for giving us what? This nice move here, making this nice touch here, and then what? Giving us what? This fake breakout, and finally what? Moving to the downside. Okay, so when we look within it, let's go to the 15 minutes. Let's go to the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, we can see what happened. In the 15 minutes, we can see what happened. So we have what? This nice long candlestick as what? A reversal candlestick that give us what? An entry, and within this, after this move, we have that nice impulse. So we are looking for what? This to give us what? Another continuation pattern, what? To move to the downside. To move to the downside. That's one thing that we are looking for. But not to forget to, there are other possible scenarios what that might also play out on what? Gold. That might also play out on gold. So we can have, and see, we have a touch here, and touch here. So we can have gold moving nicely to this session, and well, moving up again to give us what? First touch, second touch, third touch confirmation, and then we'll finally what? Committing to the downside. Or if not here, we can have this level here as what? Our high value area here. I'll be looking in the market what? To go to move to this session before finally committing to the downside. So it can give us our push, giving us what? A flag, push up, and then what? Give us this move, push, move back again to give us what? Our impulse, bigger continuation flag to move to the downside. So these are some of the few ways we'll be looking on gold. Okay, so let's see what happens on Sunday and then Monday. So I'll keep you guys posted within the week and what? Give you a quick update on this space, what have happened so far. Okay, on this space so far. Not to forget, just keep following us each and every day, and we keep you covered on what? The pace and how things develop on this space. So let's look on what? US oil. So we have US oil on our radar. So we have US oil on our radar. So let's look at what the V1, that's the weekly time frame on what? On US oil. So we have US oil moving in what? This nice structure. Okay, so we have what? A nice impulse up. So we are looking for what? A continuation to continue moving up on what US30. But as we can all see now here, we have US30 what moving to this section here, okay, rejecting, okay, rejecting. So when we mark out our nice higher or our high value areas as what our higher highs and higher lows in the market, we can see that this session here will be what our high value area in the market here. Okay, so previously we were looking for US oil to move to this session here before coming to the downside, but it didn't play out. Or what? We play cool. That's one thing you should know. You should always be humble. What you think or how you think will not be the same thing that will happen in the market. So we can have mark out another high value area here. So we can have, when we see this trend line that we mark here, we see our price move to this session here, given that this one to touch, didn't clear touch it here, and then moving up. So we are looking to see US oil moving up, and then we're finally coming to this side, giving us this first touch, second touch, third touch confirmation, then impulsing up. So this will be a long-term view perspective that we'll be having on US oil. So this is a long-time view that we'll be having on US oil. Okay, but before it will play out, other things have to move before it plays out. Okay, other things have to come into play before it plays out. Okay, so let's look at it, and now I have our nice trend here. So the trade that we took on US oil, my team and I took the US oil, was this session here. So we can have US oil. You see what happened here, moving nicely to this high value area here, then moving in this nice ascending form, breaking, pushing to the downside, then moving to the. So we're looking for it to come to this downside. We couldn't get that move to the downside. So let's look at the 4H. Let me show you guys something quick. So we come to the 4H, and we have a nice trend. We can have this touch here, and then this touch here, this touch and this touch here. So we have our nice push down, this continuation push up, then we have this nice pattern. We can have a touch like this, and this way we have US oil finally committing, moving back to this session here, before finally impulsing up. Okay, finally impulsing up to this level. Okay, to this level. Okay, so one thing for sure that we always do is take our time, and then mark out these nice stretches. That we always do. So you can just zoom in so take your time, and then mark out these nice stretches. Okay, so you can see this nice corrective patterns that happen. So this is one of our nice running channel. We have this impulse down, we have this level here. We're looking for the third touch here. So we have our first touch, second touch, third touch. That's what we are looking for, so that we have more move to the downside. So we'll be looking at good US oil at this level to get an opportunity to enter the market, as well. These levels. So let's look on the 1H to see if it has given us another continuation pattern. So we can see there's one way for sure that we'll be looking at it is let's hope to see that if US oil will move correctively to this session like this. So we move correctly to this session like this. We'll have this and this nice structure drawn, this nice ascending structure drawn here. We have this nice ascending structure drawn here. Then we look for a push to either this level here. So one thing for sure, we have this touch, then a little push to this side, giving us this 1, 2, 3 confirmation before moving to the downside. Okay, moving to the downside. So we'll see how US oil will play out in these levels. Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated on any changes on this space. Okay, so just stay safe and have a nice trading week. Okay guys, so let's look at Aussie and US dollar. Okay, so we have this nice price action forming here. So we can see on a higher time frame, we have this nice push, continuation, a nice push, continuation, a nice push. We have this nice push here. Then price, this currently is happening now. Okay, so if you are drawing now outer structures, we can have these levels here mark or as outer structures. Okay, so if we have our trend line here, you can see these two touches are giving us this nice double top here before finally committing to the downside. Okay, price finally committing to the downside. So these are our most two recent touches that our focus is on now. That's one thing for sure. You should always know the two recent touches are the ones that your focus should be now. We have these two touches here. We have these two touches here. Two touches here. So we have price currently moving in the downside, but we all know the overall trend is the downside. And we all know that the market is trending in the downside. The downside, that's the overall trend now. So let's look on the 1 week to see what other high value areas in the market that we can market. Okay, so when we come to this side, you see we have price moving to this session nicely here before finally moving down. So as it has moved down, we have this continuation. So we have this our impulse and our continuation to our impulse. So that's what we are currently having now. Okay, we're currently having now. So if you draw it structures, that's how it will look like. So this level here was about our structure that we mark out here, and what we have, this our impulse moving to this session here. So there's one thing for sure, we can have this structure mark out at this nice level here of this and this. So there are two most recent touches now, with this touch and then this touch here. Okay, and this touch here. So that will be our most two recent touches. And currently, as you can see, and I pick out our horizontal line, we have this price respecting these levels here. These levels here. So when we look at this level, this will be our impulse continuation. Our impulse, we are looking for another to move down to impulse up again. Okay, to impulse up again. So this one way that we'll be looking on AUDUSD and US dollar, Aussie and US dollar. Okay, so let's move on to the lower time frame to break it down more, so we can have a nice trading setup for week. Okay, for week. So let's go on to 1D. So on the daily time frame, this is what we are seeing now. So we have price moving nicely toward this our high value area here that we've drawn. And this our high value area here. We have price moving nicely to this level here. Price moving to this our high value area here. Price moving to nice, and look at how price is moving. So we know the next thing that can probably happen is push to the upside, giving us more momentum to trade in the market. So as we have this nice push down to this level, we can mark this session and then this session here. Yes, in this session here. And let's go to 4H. So we can have to 4H. So on the 4H, this is what we are currently seeing now. Okay, we're currently seeing these moves here. Let's show this nice moves here. So we have our current times. Here. So we see we have this nice impulse down, this nice moving in this session, and we are adding confidence. Okay, so we have on our day one, our high value area here, giving us this our impulse double bottom. So on high value area, double bottom, price moving. Let me clear this. Let me see now. I have it clearly. So you have price our nice double bottom, price moving nicely in a corrective as a descending channel to break toward the upside. So these are some of the things that give us a high probability trading setup. These are some of the things that give us high probability trading setup. So these are some of the high probability setup that we look to trade over and over again. Okay, over and over again. So this week on these pairs, Aussie and then USD. It's a nice trading setup. Okay, so let's go to 1 hour. Okay, as we can all see, our clear touches below our this is our first touch, second touch. Okay, then we have this session, we have this nice moving in an impulsive phase. So you are looking for another continuation phase, moving closely to this side to move to this session here. Okay, so let's clear this. Yeah, so we're looking for this our first touch, second touch, then third touch to form. So we're looking for price to push, giving us continuation flag to move to this session here. Then we have our nice right to this session. Okay, so this is one of the high trading setup what we share to you guys for a week. You just try our best and join with our academy, our Meet FS Academy, so you can get nice trading opportunity and what banking some cool cash with us. So we have this nice setup here. This is one of the it's been a long time I've seen this nice high probability setup. This look very, very nice. So next week I have more trading opportunities on this. More trading opportunities on this. More trading opportunities. So you see how nicely it looks. Okay, so what we can be waiting for patiently, we can wait for price to move correctively to this session here, giving us our clear touches at the top. Then what we wait for more confirmation, a push down with a nice tight flag, a push down, a nice tight flag this week. When we enter, so there will be a nice trade opportunity from here to here. We can say we have our nice trading setup. So either we can get a risk entering at either these levels here and ride it down. This one way that we'll be looking at it. If not, we can get a nice trading opportunity at these levels here. Just that our stop loss will be a little bit wide, and then we'll move it right to the downside. Okay, so this pairs giving us a high probability setup on this pairs, high probability. So I'll keep you guys posted on any development on it. So let's look at New Zealand and US dollar. Okay, so New Zealand and US dollar. Let's look on the M1. That's the monthly time frame. So the New Zealand and then the New Zealand and US dollar, and then Aussie and US dollar, giving us the same nice price action. Here. We mark out these are high value areas, our nice corrective faces here. We can see where we have price moving to the downside here. So we have this our clear touches here, giving us our two clear touches. So the most two recent touches that you are seeing now this and this. So we are looking for price to give us nice move to the downside. Okay, so let's look on 1 week time frame. So we come to the 1 week time frame. We have this our nice setup here. So we have price giving us the same nice structure here as a reversal, and then moving down. Our impulse, this another correction, so continuation, impulse, and what price moving to this setup. So we can have a nice trend here, giving us these levels. You can have price bouncing off trending downward. So bigly, in a bigger perspective, all these phases our corrective nature. So this is the corrective nature of the market. But within it, we still having this our impulse continuation. Okay, so these are some of the things that we look and we'll get more trading setup in the market. Okay, So when we come here, let's go to day one. We come to day one. So day one, currently what is happening now? We can draw in our nice structures. Okay, so drawing our nice structures is very simple. You can see how price is moving correctly to this level here. So previously we can have this nice trend line here. So price moving correctly to it. Okay, we can have, as we have this nice push down, we know that anytime price impulse down, like to form continuation flags before finally committing again. So as we can see here, what is currently happening now, we have two touches here. We have this touch, we'll use this trend line. We have this touch and then this touch here, and this touch. So we're probably looking to see how prices are moving correctively to give us a nice setup to move up, to give us this 1, 2, 3 touches before finally committing to the downside. So this one scenario that we are looking on New Zealand and then US dollar. This one we they are looking at New Zealand and US dollar. So let's not be too fast. So we can have these our two most recent touches here, and you can see how our price broke it correctively. Okay, so what we do is just we broke it correctly. Okay, so let's look at it on the 4H. So when we come to the 4H, you can see here how price broke our trend line that we had here. So you see our price broke it correctively. Okay, so as it broke it correctively, it didn't change the trend. It's just forming, giving us what, a bigger structure being formed, giving us an indication of a bigger structure being formed. Okay, so we can readjust our trend line and we'll move it to this session nicely. Moving to this session nicely. So if you are drawing in structure, we can see we have our nice reversal pattern being drawn here. Nice reversal pattern being drawn here. Nice reversal pattern being drawn here. So we have these two touches here. These two touches here. And these two touches here. Nicely. And when we look within it, we can see what price was impulse. So we are looking for this continuation for price to probably get to what these levels here. And then we're giving us a nice trading setup, making all this our first touch, second touch, third touch, and then we're finally moving up. Okay, so you see, this is also much similar to what the Aussie and the US dollar. This is much similar to the Aussie and US dollar. Okay, so these are some of the pairs that what we'll be trading within the week. We'll be trading within the week, guys. So join us, and then what you get to learn more how to break this market down nicely using pure price action. Okay, to bang in some cool cash. So let me draw it this one nicely here. Join our team. So we can see within it we have our nice impulse, and then for what our nice continuation to what to probably move to this trend line here, giving us what a clear move. Then we can get our nice wicks entering here, riding it down to this session here. Okay, so let's mark out our two most recent touches beautifully. This and then this here, so we can see what's happening now. So we are currently waiting patiently to see. We can have price not moving to this session, just giving us this nice continuation flag and what moving down. Yeah, that's one thing we can also have now will happen. If not that, we have price what moving up a little bit, closing to this level, high value area here, and then we're giving us this. We wait for confirmation for price to push down, wait for a tight flag continuation. You can get what our reduced risk entering and what ride it nicely to the downside. Okay, so guys, these are the pairs that we have for the week that will be having nice trading setup and opportunities in here, guys. So you can just join us, click on the link below. You can get access to us, contact us, and we can have a chat and see how best we can guide you in your journey for you to be successful trading the forex market. Okay, so guys, stay safe and have a nice trading weekend. Okay, until then, bye.